Hey, everybody, welcome to the Around the Ballpark podcast. This is 30 Park in 30 Days. My name is Mike Redman alongside my brother, Darren Redman. And I am assuming you're doing well because we're talking baseball. Am I correct?
Oh, absolutely. Well, I love baseball. As soon as the Super Bowl was over, I was like, yay. That means pitches and catches is going to start soon. And we're in the real season.
Yes.
Baseball.
Even in halftime of the Super Bowl, I was looking up when pitchers and catchers report. I was playing some Uno on the phone, and I was just getting myself mentally prepared and excited. So we have a lot to talk about for this in this short amount of time for the Boston Red Sox. But before we do, who knows? Maybe this guy is in Boston right now for all we know. But let's go ahead and hear a little bit about our sponsors at Nashville Tax Solutions.
He's probably up on the Green Monster, just sort of, I don't know, getting his nails done and just chilling, hanging out. He's, just hanging out with Alex Bregman. He's
Yep.
just a bon vivant, right? I mean,
Yes.
when you think about bon vivant, that's who you think of, right? So, Chris Bennett. So, attention, Fort Pierce. Attention, Palm Bay. You're struggling with tax issues. Whether you're behind on your filings, dealing with a lien, or just need expert advice, Nashville Tax Solutions is here to help. Their team knows the ins and the outs of tax relief and is ready to fight for you. So, don't just take my word for it. Don't just take Mike's word for it. Listen to what some clients have wrote into the both of us and said. Chris Bennett and his team have saved me from a financial nightmare. They're knowledgeable, they're clear, and they're compassionate. So don't let tax troubles keep you up at night. Call 855-627-4829 or visit NashvilleTaxSolutions.com, which is email info@NashvilleTaxSolutions.com. Do that today because you know what? Nashville Tax Solutions is the place where tax problems deserve a real solution, and it happens.
Thank you, Darren. And that's exactly it. And you don't want to have that added stress. You're, not sure what team, if you're watching this, not sure what team you're a fan of, but if you're a fan of the Rockies or the White Sox or the Marlins, you got enough stress and anxiety as it is. So don't let tax problems add to that. Go ahead and resolve them now before spring training begins so you can go to a game, enjoy yourself, or put it on the big screen, put your feet up, and not have that weigh you down. So I want to ask you this, Darren, starting with the Red Sox. So in 2024, we're looking at a team that finished 81-81, third place finish in the division, a team that made one big splash this offseason, obviously, and we're referring to Alex Bregman. So right off the bat, I'm gonna ask you, and then I'll give my prediction. Where do you have placed-wise the Boston Red Sox 2025, and are they one of the 7 playoff teams?
They are a playoff team. You could book that. I was going to say that anyway. But they will finish third in the East unless the Orioles take an unexpected step back, which unfortunately I think might happen. But I see them finishing third but getting into the playoffs.
Okay. So I'm going to bump them up slightly. And I don't believe this is just because of the Alex Bregman, because although they needed the guy, his stats have been great. They're still not monster numbers, but they're good numbers. So I'm going to propel them to a significant 10-win increase, which seems a little bit high, but I have them at 91-63, finishing in second place this year. I do feel like some teams in that division are going to take an unfortunate step back. Might start off strong, but there's going to be some hiccups there. Some teams that you usually see at the top, and it may seem more like a early 2000s race than it has been in the last 10 years. So I'll leave you at that. But so Red Sox are my second place team with them locking up a wild card spot. So that's good. A good spot for them to be in. But Darren, what do you like about this lineup? If you look at it from top to bottom, there's a lot of good names in there if they can stay healthy, and there's some position realignment in there. So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, they have more depth, especially with Bregman now on the team. They have 97, I think, was that the number, 97 third baseman? But no, they have a bunch of people that can play different positions.
Yes. Yep.
One of my favorite players, and we mentioned him last year, is Connor Wong at catcher. The guy can hit, and he bats 7th for the team. Pitching has improved. They are just, I know it gets used almost comically. It's meant as a compliment, but people kind of comically say lunch pail kind of team. But that's who these guys are. They play disciplined baseball, and they just play hard, especially at home. As long as if they can finish 15 games over 500 at home, they will get the record that you just said. They will finish with 10 more additional wins. This lineup is really well. Look, is it going to intimidate a team of the teams? No, but it's really good. Show me the weak spot. There isn't one.
No, there's that one, and this is a team that has the sometimes in the NFL, you looked at some Seattle Seahawks teams in years past where the 12th man or with the Red Sox, I feel like the 10th, the crowd, if they get invested into that game and they get behind a team that they believe can actually win, and not that they didn't last year at 81-81, they stepped up, but that is a significant if they're getting a lot of their wins at home in a division like we mentioned where some of the other teams unfortunately are taking a step back, and so in my opinion, and this is a team with a rotation that's not too shabby either. As bad as the Chicago White Sox were last year. Garrett Crochet for the Boston as the top guy there with some other nice names behind there. You look at a Tenor in the 2 spot and Walker Buehler in the 4 spot, which is a great addition.
A huge addition.
Yep. And you see him plugged in there potentially at number 4, but this is a guy that can start as the main guy for a lot of other teams. So what do you like about that? If you want to chat about their pickups, because it's a who's who.
I think Walker Buehler is a steal. I think Walker Buehler. Thank you very much. I think. Listen, when you're born in Brooklyn and go out to California and then live in Massachusetts, your accent's just gonna mumble every other word. So here I am. But no, I think Walker Buehler. There we are again. Buehler. Thank you. Buehler is an excellent pickup. I said so when I picked him up. And here's the thing. I think Story is going to have a monster year. And when I say monster year, I mean cut down on all the strikeouts. Not the comeback player of the year, but noticeably different because he has help around him. He doesn't need to hit the 6-run home run anymore. And, I think he got a little happy with the long ball. I'm in Fenway Park. I can bunt a home run. Well, no. Play the contact. The guy's a very good player. I think that this team will shut you down and outscore you when you have to. It's a smart team. This is the kind of team that will – how the Mets picked off the Phillies last year? I could see them doing that to the Yankees this year. I really can.
They really can. And, and as much love as some, and you mentioned the Mets, and as much love as the Mets are going to get with their 1, 2, 3 in the lineup. Listen, Jared Duran, Rafael Devers, and Alex Bregman's nothing to sniff at. Jared Duran proved last year how valuable he is to this franchise. And with Tristan Casas being back to full strength and 100% in the lineup every day, with Trevor Story, obviously he's usually the wild card in terms of we know what he can do. Can he stay healthy? All that sort of stuff. Matasaka as well. Scary lineup. And so like Darren said, this team can definitely, they may not finish first in division, but it's a team that can knock out whoever's team did in the postseason. Key losses, of course, we're talking about Tyler O'Neill and Nick Pivetta being guys that they've lost, but I still think they've improved their roster. Now, what are your thoughts on Aroldis Chapman? Because people are excited he's there, but this guy can be lights out, but he can also give you a anxiety attack. So what are your thoughts on him in 2025?
I would not want to rely on him. I think he could be a wonderful 7th inning pitcher.
Yes, exactly. He should be a guy, a piece, but not the piece or the
100%.
Guy. Yeah,
100. I think you said it was spot on.
Yep, that's him. I got the opportunity this past year to go to to Fenway for the first time and had an outstanding time. And so wish them all the very best in this year. And, baseball's better when Boston's in it in October and playing meaningful games. So hopefully that is the case. And this is a team that's definitely on the upswing, and baseball's better when Boston is in the thick of thin. So think of things. Any final thoughts on the 2025 Red Sox for those listening?
I think that I'm not just saying it because you're smart and very good at what you do. I think Major League Baseball is better when the Red Sox are in it. And I think they will be playing playoff baseball in the fall.
That's awesome. So thank you guys for watching along and enjoying this episode. And we got plenty more to come. So thank you for watching 30 Parks in 30 Days. And until next time, everybody, we'll see you around the ballpark.